In this session, I would like to tell you about introduction to website designing. So you know about website. So if you want to share any kind of information through worldwide, then you need one online website. So if you want to create a kind of website, we have to learn some technical tools. Those are HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, and some other advanced tools also be there. So that here in this course you will learn about what is HTML4 and what are the tags it had. And I told you about what is a HTML5 and its elements. So with the help of that elements, how we can frame one website. And you will learn the most important HTML5 elements also. So those are really helps to create one structure of the frame website layout. So as well as for that website layouts, you need to assign some CSS. In the sense, if you wants to create any response website, then you need to use and assign some CSS. There we had a lot of tools is there. There in the tools, I told you very important tools. There you can see CSS version 3.0 styles is there. I explained about all those gradient, drop shadow, etc., etc. As well as here you can see there is a flexbox also be there. That one also from version 3.0, CSS version 3.0 version. By using this flexbox, we can create one responsive website also. I told you about all those topics here in the CSS version 3.0, as well as there is a positions is there, and positions also the most important to align the objects for your website. As well as here you can see there is a media queries also be there. This is one kind of responsive functionality can able to use without using, can able to assign responsive features to our website without using Bootstrap. So media query is also making a good role to make a responsive website. And there is another framework is there. Bootstrap is another framework. Here in this Bootstrap, I explained you version 5.1.3 version. So you can see there is a class attributes is there. So this one is most important. If you want to use Bootstrap, then you have to know about all the class attribute for each and every division, so that you can assign different kinds of colors. You can assign some alignment values also with the help of these bootstrap class attributes. There in this class attribute, you will see some 12 column grid system is there. To implement responsive website or to design responsive website, you need to use this 12 column grid system. Then after that, you have to study about this one also. With this, with the help of this 12 column grid system, we can create responsive website. I explained you about this topic in our session. So there is a components also be there. What does mean by components? Why we should use them, and how we can use, how we have to use those components to make a website. Those are the most important topics which I explained in this course. So you will learn about JavaScript. This is most important. If you want to learn some advanced topic like React, Angular, etc., etc., then you need to know about these JavaScript variables. There in that variables, you have to learn about this global variable and local variable also. So there is a quite different, there is a quite very different differences between this global and local variable. As well as there is a function is there, and some other data types also be there. Data types in the sense it will store some information to these variables, so that you will learn about the data types also, as well as functions also stores some information. I explained all those topics here in this course. And after that, events are making crucial role in every website. While you are hitting button, there is a mouse events is there, hit event is there, keyboard event is there, forms events is there. So there are different kinds of events also be there. In this session, I told you about how we can create, how to use these tools for a better website. After learning this course, you will get the satisfaction, as well as you can create different kinds of layouts after this course. There, in this session, I would like to tell you about how to use HTML comments in HTML. Let's have a look in our code editor. So open our code editor. There we can see like this. There here in this code editor, I used marquee tag so that in our browser we can able to see this output. So I would like to comment out this scrolling. So how it seems to be, just have a look how we can use that comment out HTML tag. So here in this comment out, I will open this comment out tag like this. After that, in ending of the tag, I would like to close this tag like this. Color has been changed. Even you can observe that our body tag had some other color and comments tag had some gray color. So I assigned this comment tag. So we have to close this one. I will close this one. Later we can see that we couldn't able to see this output because we use a comment tag. Remember, whenever you use the comment tag, that couldn't renders this entire code in code editor. So we can see empty box will be there in browser. We can't able to find out that entire code, but even we can find that code in code editor only, but it couldn't render on our browser. So comment tag as usually used to hide the tag in our browser only. So this is the sequel to applying the HTML code in our code editor. How to assign marquee element by using HTML. So marquee is one of the HTML element can animate any kind of element. Either it is image or it is paragraph, whatever it may be, we can animate that text by using marquee HTML element. Let's have a look about that one. Marquee HTML element also used in college websites, education websites. Have a look how we can do that one. So here in this my code, I will take some paragraph. So I will copy paste this line couple of times. So we can able to see that it is a paragraph. Save this one. Let's have a look how it seems to be in our browser. It seems to be one paragraph having full width. Whatever browser is having 100% width, the paragraph also having 100% of width. So now I want to adjust this paragraph width by assigning some attributes to that marquee element. Have a look how we can do that one. First, what I will do is I will add marquee element to this paragraph. So I open that marquee element and after I will close that marquee element end of the paragraph. Let's have a look how we can see that one in browser. We can see it seems to be like this because whenever we assign that marquee element, it executes some animation output. Seems to be like this. So now I would like to assign some width of this marquee element. Let's have a look. So this is an element seems to be like this, but here in this element it had some attributes known as some properties. Whatever properties that element had, the properties is also called as an attribute. So now I will assign width attribute to this marquee element. I will take 250. Save this one, come to the browser and just refresh here. We can see like this. So I assigned some width, seems to be like this. So now I would like to assign direction of this animation. Direction of animation is also one of the attribute to this marquee tool. So that I will assign direction equal to up. Just save this one, have a look how it seems to be in our browser. It seems to be like this. So now we can able to see that whatever paragraph we assigned having specific width is there and having some height also be there, and that marquee renders the text. So what I will do is now I will change some direction values. So now I would like to assign as a down. Okay, I will assign the direction attribute as a down. So come to here browser And please have a look, it seems to be like this. We can animate that text from upwards up to down. And I will change this one to left. Sorry, I will change that one to right. So just to save this one and come to the browser and have a look, it seems to be like this. So now this marquee renders the entire paragraph from left to right. So this is the process to assign our marquee tool in our website. So now what I will do is I will assign that direction attribute value as a upwards. So it animates like this in our browser. So this is the marquee tool. These are the attributes we can assign to this marquee HTML element. Thank you. Hi there, in this session I would like to tell you about HTML forms. What are HTML forms? So forms are very most important in HTML because if you want to create contact form, then you have to use these HTML forms only. As well as if you want to create any kind of dynamic website, there also you have to use these forms only. So here you can see form is having mostly form tag is there as well as input tag and some other input type attributes also be there. As well as here you can see there is some attributes are there. Input is having some attribute as well as forms also having some attribute. With the help of these attribute, we can assign some property to this specific form tag. As well as we can assign some attributes and we can make some different kinds of properties to this input tag. Have a look how it seems to be, and I will show you how we have to use that HTML tags. So I will take new file. So HTML forms, I will name it as HTML forms, as well as this is purely HTML format. So for this purpose, what we need to do is we have to use HTML starter template only. Here you can see this is HTML starter template. So we are assigning form. So we have to choose in between body tag only. We have to assign that form. So here you can choose. What I will do is I want to create one contact form. For that I will assign H2. There I will mention as contact us. Save this one. So we will say the preview. So how it seems to be in that browser. Here you can see this is contact us. So here under this contact us we need some contact form. So which tags we have to use to do like that kind of output. So I will adjust the width of this HTML code editor. VS Code. Here you can see, then you can see the preview in left side also. So what I will do is first I need a username. So I will assign some user name colon, as well as I need some user email ID. User email ID, I will assign some mail. User mail seems to be like this. I need some mobile number also. User mobile number. So here you can see, save this one. You can see there is no field set. There is a username, email ID. So where the user can put some and provide some his details, where he can add his details. So there is no fields yet. So what we need to do is we need to add some input type fields. So till now we couldn't send any kind of forms. So now we are inserting that form as input. So this is one kind of self-closed tag. It doesn't have any open tag or close tag. So now we can see there is input field is there. So by using this input field only, customer will provide his details. As well as what I will do is I will use this input tag. So it is also whatever forms you may take there in that input tags doesn't have any closing tag. Purely it relates to self-closed only. So I would like to insert that input tag here in this user mobile number also. So here also I will use input tag, save this one. Now we can see the result. Here you can see username is there, email is there, mobile number is there. User can insert his data. But remember, here you can see, but remember while he is entering his details means username needs to insert his name only, not a mobile number. If user wants to insert some email, he needs to enter mail only. That mail have some @ of symbol also. and user needs to insert a mobile number only. Here he has to add number only, not a text. So what we need to do is first we need to assign some submit button. There is no button. After assigning these details, after providing entering these details, customer will user will submit his details. For that we need one button. So I will assign that button also. Here you can see. For that we have to use, I will go with button. So there is a button text is there. So submit, this is button text. Save this one. Here you can see this is button text only. So we have to align these items. Okay, so how we can align these items? First I will align like this. So here you can see username input, and moreover this is a submit button is having in single line. Now we can see it seems to be like this. Okay, so I will put some br tag in between these after this input till input tag br. So this is also one kind of break a row tag. Okay, it will break one row. Now you can see username is having under email also there. So here you can see what I will do is I will copy this one and we will align these things like this, copy paste, and I will copy paste. Now we can see those things are seems to be like this. So I want to change this input field as a text only. For that there is some input types is there. So here you can see input type is equal to text only. So we have to assign text only, not a number. So you can enter only text. Even the text also supports number also. So what I will do is user 12345 like that. So here in this under this mobile number I want to add only number, so that here you can see this is a type. I will enter NUMBA number. Save this one. Now we can see there is only we can see some numbers only. It couldn't enter any kind of digits. So what I will do is we need email only. So for that there is a different kind of type is there. For that email, here you can see there is an email. So we will work it out and we will assign some simple validation which is having there in that HTML file. So we assigned input types. So input is an element having some attribute. This attribute will give some properties to this input type. So that here you can see there is another attribute is there which means placeholder. With the help of placeholder we can assign some names. Here you can observe there is no name, no hint at all. So we can give some hints with the help of placeholder attribute. So what I will do is please enter your name. So here you can see what I will do is I will save this one. Here in preview you can see the preview. Here you can see please enter your name. In the sense this placeholder will give you some hint to that user. He has to enter his name. He has to enter mail ID. Whatever customer you may need for your website, you can assign that placeholder name. So placeholder is equal to please enter your email ID. So here you can see there is a please enter your email ID. If we are assigning any value, then we can't see that placeholder text. Even here you are assigning any value, you cannot see any kind of placeholder. So what I will do is I will define this placeholder as like this. Placeholder is equal to please enter your number only. So here you can see the fields. These are the input placeholders having here in this input element only. So this is an attribute. Type is an attribute. There is different kinds of attributes are there. Meanwhile you can see while we are hitting the submit button, whatever user will provide some data, his data will submit it into their mail ID, this website owner mail ID, or else website owner's server only. So here you can see for that to submit that data we need to use form tag. Here you can see there is a form tag is there. So in between this form tag only we have to put all these information, whatever button tag is there, whatever input tag is there. You can see this is our form. So input is one kind of element, had some attribute. Button is one kind of element, and even we can assign some attribute for this one. Right now it doesn't require to assign any kind of attribute for this button. As well as here in this form also had method. is a one kind of attribute. Get or post. If you want to post these details into your email ID or into your server, you can use this post, as well as you can use this form method to get the result. In the sense, you can use this method to search the result. So form is most important. So we assigned some form, as well as we assigned some method also, method attribute to this form element also. So what happening is, I want to assign another class attribute, another attribute to this input types. So that is known as required. So this is very basic validation for this HTML forms, and which is having there in that HTML5 version. So this is required. Required is one kind of attribute. It doesn't have any values. It is only the attribute. If you assign this one, you can see, save this one. After submit, you can see it will ask, please fill out this field. Okay, because after assigning this required only, you will get that validation. As well as here you can say, I will assign required. I will save this one, and after that I will assign required, save this one. Here what I will do is, user wants to submit this blank form. Then what happens? Submit. It will validate the form without assigning any value for this username. It could enter submit. So what I will do is, I will enter user. So submit. If after assigning email only, it will submit the field. So what I will do is user only. So here you can say, I will submit, hit that submit. It is saying that please include at in the email address, because we are using this email. Email, in the sense, this is input type field having email only, will provide some email related. We have to, user have to provide some email only having that at symbol. So what I will do is, at the rate of gmail.com, then we can see, I will submit this one, fill out this field. So what is happening is, whatever input type is having here in this field, this required will validate that one and will guide that user, please enter your specific email and mobile number, etc., etc. So here you can see, I will provide some number also, and after submit, what happening is, it will submit it. So whatever user inserted these information will submit to that kind of functionality will handle by this form only. Here you can see, input types had different kinds of types are there. So I will show you those types. Even I will share you links to you also, so you can use these files. So this source code. So here you can see HTML input types attributes is there. There is a different kinds of HTML input types is there. These are all the input fields, as well as type button, type checkbox, type color, type dot. You can use these input types for your dynamic website, as well as each and every input field has some attributes also. Those attribute, here you can see that HTML input attributes also be there. So I provided some source code to you, and you can go through this one also. Okay, and after that there is form attribute also be there. So whatever we use this form here in this our work, this is form element had some attributes also be there. And here you can see that form element and as attributes also. This form always carries this kind of input fields, because here you can see this form is having input. Form is a parent and input is a child. We have to put these child elements in between form only. Those kind of elements are available here in this link. I will provide this link to you, so you can refer and go through this one also. Even I provided some description and some example also. You can go through this one. So this is about HTML forms. Please do practice, then you will get good idea and good subject. In this session, I would like to tell you about HTML5 elements. Here you can see, when we are creating any kind of website, first we have to know about which kind of website we are doing by using HTML and CSS, all those things. For that, what we need to do is, we have to observe that layout. So we want to create one website now. So how it seems to be? What is the preview of that website? Without having that website, we can't say preview it because we have to implement that website. We have to design that website. For that, we have to make some structure in HTML. So, in for every website, there is a wireframe. It couldn't have any colors, images, but it seems to be a basic structure of website. That is called as a wireframe. It seems to be like this. This is only the wireframe. Here you can see here you can see this is wireframe having some elements. Element in the sense you can see whatever we are using here in this HTML, the tags is called as an element. And so here is some elements is there. We have to put these layout in different kinds of by using different kinds of elements. Here you can see there is a header is there, slider is there, two paragraph section is there, three boxes section is there, and footer also be there. So if you want to create this kind of website, first you need to create basic structure with the help of HTML tags. So here you can see this is the HTML5 tags and having some header is there, as well as for every website you can see every layout you can see header is a common concept to every website. Here you can see there is a footer is there. For every website you can see there is a footer is there, and in between there is some sections is there. Either it may be a slider or it may be two paragraph section, three boxes section is there. So we have to use different kinds of these tags. With the help of these tags also we can create and we can make a basic structure there in that HTML. So here you can see what I will do is I will show you HTML4 tag. So there is no HTML5. Okay, then how did they created this layout with the help of HTML4? Because they created this kind of layout with the help of only division tag. Here you can see there is a division is there. With the help of division tag only they did we can create this kind of layout with the help of class attributes. So here you can see we have to use class equal to, here you can see we have to define header HEADER, as well as here you can see there is a division class is there. So I need some slider, so I will assign some class attribute as a slider, and this is a division having about a slider. Instead of this, here you can see for every section whatever this wireframe had, for every section we have to use divisions. Div class is equal to header, div class is equal to slider, div class is equal to two boxes, three paragraphs, like that. But here in this HTML file you can see header, navigation sections are there. If you want to assign any kind of CSS to these HTML tags, what we have to do is we have to assign the code, CSS code, to these class attributes only. And if you want to assign some CSS to these header tags, then you have to assign some CSS to these tags only. Even we can divide these header or sections like this also. Class equal to some SEC slider, SLIDER. So it will carry, this section tag will carry some slider part, slider area. So this is also one of the method can able to assign CSS to this HTML5 elements. Even we can integrate, we can use divisions in between sections also. I will show you in real time experience. So I will go with VS Code to show the two values, and here I will create one HTML5 tags.html format only. So I will open this HTML starter template. You can see it is HTML starter template. So here you can see there is a skeleton framework is there. We had some layout is there. This is called as a wireframe. Here you can see. So we have to create some tags to generate this kind of output. To create some tags for tags, what we need to do is we have to use header. Here you can see VS Code will help us. There in that header it had some navigation. So I will assign some navigation. Here I will take home and about services services is there. Contact also be there. So what happening is this is header section. Here you can see we had that header section is there. And meanwhile, if you want to assign any CSS, we have to assign CSS to this header also, or else you can divide this header, or you can assign this header as class attribute main header. Subheader also sometimes some layout may have some sub menu also be there, subheader also be there. So we can divide this one like this also. As well as here you can see I will assign slider like this one. So I will go with a section. So this is a section tag, and I will divide this section as slider. So here we can assign class is equal to slider. So this is slider section, and after that here you can see there is two paragraphs is there, means this is two paragraphs, this is slider. We created slider section with the help of HTML5 tag, section tag with the help of a section tag. And even we have to assign two paragraphs. So for that even we can use this division also. Here you can see for this division what I will do is so class I will assign class attribute as may paras, PRAS. So this division is a parent having child, in the sense first paragraph is a child, second paragraph is a child. For that what I will do is I will assign so here you can say I will go with the division class is equal to first para. So here we can assign first paragraph, as well as I will go with class is equal to second para. So this is a second para. So here you can see this is first para, second para. We assigned some divisions. This is also one kind of method we can assign this kind of divisions to implement our layout. As well as here you can see even we can assign some sections. So section tag is there. What I will do is for these three boxes I will use this section. There in that I will use article. So article tag is there, means each and every article is one box. So I will assign this article second box, and as well as I will use article as a third box. Here you can see these are the articles. So whatever we assigned here in this class we are talking about, those are having HTML5 tags only. So these tags couldn't have any kind of property. After assigning these values, you can see the preview. I will open this one in live server. You can see it seems to be like this. There you couldn't see any kind of preview, because remember these HTML tags couldn't have any kind of division, or HTML5 tags couldn't have any values. If you assigned any kind of value, means if you want to assign header to, so here you can see I will assign here in this in between section I will go with h2 header, save this one. Now you can see this header had some values. Font size having 14px, and font family is Times New Roman font is there, but this is the default font, default 12px font size is there, because whatever HTML5 tags you may assign doesn't have any kind of font size, bold, italic, underline, colors, because these tags will make some structure of this layout only. We have to assign some CSS to these tags only. So these are all are the tags having here in this HTML, and these are all the tags are very most important to execute any kind of website. So there are so many tags also be there. So these are the one of the most important tags has to use in every website. Thank you. Hi there. In this session, I would like to tell you how to insert one image by using IMG SRC HTML tag. Let's have a look how we can do that. First, what I will do is I will insert one HTML basic structure. So here I will insert one image in my body only. Still I couldn't insert any content from here. So I save this one and have a look in our browser. Just refresh one, we can't find anything. So let's have a look in our code editor. We can see our image is there. I placed this image in our root folder. you can find what is root folder I explained in another class. So come to your page. Here we have to insert one image. So how we can do that one? So what I will do is I will use img src tag. Here we can assign this image whatever we placed in our root folder known as photo.jpg. So I will place that name as photo.jpg. So imgsrc tag is a self-closed tag only, so it doesn't have any opening tag and closing tag. So I will save this one. Let's have a look. It seems to be like this. We can see the preview in our browser. So come to the code editor. Here we have to adjust some of this image. So open this one. Here in this imgsrc element we will assign some width value, seems to be 150 px. So save this one, come to in our browser and open, refresh. It seems to be like this. Now if we want to increase the size of this attribute width, we can increase the size of that width attribute. So here you can see the output of the image. So whenever we want to insert any kind of image by using imgsrc tag, we can insert any kind of image in our code editor. I would like to tell you what is HTML elements and the basic elements. So these HTML elements are also called as a tags. Let's have a look what are they. So first I will insert very basic HTML structure. So by hitting HTML we can see basic structure of HTML elements is there in this title tag. I will insert my tag whatever I need, website elements. Save this one. So let's have a look how it seems to be. And here in this body session we have to assign elements, whatever elements we want to insert and we want to use in our web page designing. We have to use all these elements in between body tag only. So come under this section, what I will do is I will go with heading tags. So heading tag means this is the h1 tag. They are having up to h1 to h6 tags is there. Depend upon our requirement we can use all these heading tags in our website. So here we can see this is the heading tag. So what I will do is just I will copy and place all the tags to implement the output. So let's have a look. This is h1 2 3 4 5 6. So I will change this name as h2 and after that I will insert a h2 and come under this session I will insert a h3 and h3 will be there, and here we can see h4. Okay, I will insert h4. So we are assigning h5 tag and also closing this h5 tag. Come to this session I will assign h6 and here we can see h6 tag is closed. Let's have a look how it seems to be. So come to this browser area and refresh this one. Heading tag seems to be like this. Wherever if you need these heading tags, wherever in your web page or website you can use these heading tags. And another element known as tag, I will use this paragraph tag. If you want to insert any kind of paragraph in your website, you need to use this paragraph element, nothing but tag. So in between this paragraph only I will insert some content. Nice. So what I will do is just I will copy this line and I will paste couple of times. So now we can see our paragraph has been done. Come to the browser session, just refresh here. We can see it seems to be like this. Whatever paragraph you may take, it seems to be horizontally 100%. Width will be there and we can see Arial font will be there. Okay, this is the paragraph element. We can create any kind of paragraphs by using this paragraph element or paragraph tag. So next I would like to show you another tag known as blanket. Okay, so I will add blanket tag and I will copy this entire paragraph to paste in blanket tag. So come to this session, I will use blanket tag. In between blanket tag only I will insert this paragraph. It seems to be like this. Just save this one and go to browser, just refresh here. We can see the difference between paragraph tag and blanket tag. Blanket tag always maintain some space between here in this front side and ending side. So remember, every paragraph or every box whatever using in our HTML elements or tags, there we can see there is four kinds of parts will be there. Top section is there, right section is there, bottom section is there, left section is there. So by using all these four sides only we can adjust or we can maintain or we can assign some space between the paragraph or any other tag. We will discuss about the topic in upcoming class. So come to this session, I will show you another element known as bold tag. So for that bold tag, what we have to do is just insert this block bold tag, and in between this bold tag only we need to insert, in between only we have to insert that content. So this is bold tag. So let's have a look how it seems to be. Come to browser area and have a look. Our preview seems to be like this. This bold means normal text seems to be, means it converts as a some highlighted text. It is nothing but a bold tag. So that I will introduce you another tag known as italic tag. Okay, I will close this italic tag also. This is italic tag. Okay, so save this one. So meanwhile I will refresh this one. So we can see italic seems to be some different style having that font and text. So after that I will introduce you another tag known as underline. Means we can use this underline tag. In between underline tag I will insert this is underline tag. Just save this one and come into browser section, have a look. It seems to be like this. So we can use these tags in any web page wherever you required. We can use these tags in our website. So next I will like to show you some list item related tag known as another list. So let's have a look. It seems to be like this, and in between list items tag we have to assign list item li also. So here we have to assign our services or whatever content we want to insert between these list items. We have to insert that content between li only, list items only. So I will copy paste all these list items, and these list items are having in between another list items. So this is another list. So in another list we cannot find any kind of numbers 1 2 3 4 5 like this. It seems to be only dots. So if we need any numbers for this list items, we can assign another tag is known as order list. So this order list also having some list items. In between order list tag we have to assign some list item. In between list items only we can assign some content between list items. What I will do is I will copy and paste all the list items and save this one. So what I will do is just refresh from here. We can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So whatever list items you will insert in between this OL, so it executes the automatic numbers whatever it had. So this is the order list. Okay, so these are the very basic tags. You can use these tags in our web page or website wherever you need, depend upon requirement. So we had another tag is the marquee tag. We will discuss about the topic in next session. In this session, I would like to tell you how to assign table elements and its attributes. Let's have a look how we can do that one. So open your code editor. Here in my code editor, I will assign basic HTML tag. So here I will assign some title tag as table elements. Save this one. So now we can see the preview of this website doesn't have anything. So open this code editor. Here I will assign some HTML elements and its attributes. Table element always have table. So we opened then closed this table tag. In between the table tag we can see table row is there. we have to close this one, seems to be like this. So in between this tr only we can able to assign td, means table document. So that here we have to assign whatever content, and here I will assign some paragraph in between td. So just open and close my paragraph tag, and see here we have to insert some content. I will copy this tag and paste as couple of times. So here we can see this is our paragraph. I will save this one. Let's have a look how it seems to be. Just open your browser, hit on refresh. We can see this is our table. It seems to be full width, 100% width is there, and our content seems to be like this. So here we have to adjust the width of this paragraph, and let's have a look whether our table is assigned or not. So we have to check it out by using table border attribute. So now I will assign some border attribute to this table element, like border is equal to 1. So save this one. See, open our browser and refresh from here. We can able to see like this. So here in our paragraph has been inserted between table only. So we can see the table border. So I would like to assign some other paragraph like side by side paragraph, so that how I can insert that side by side paragraph in this table. Let's have a look. Come to the table section. Here we can see this is the tr. In between tr tag we can see td is there. So what I will do is just I will copy this document and I will paste another paragraph. In this study we can see there is paragraph also be there. So come to the browser and just hit refresh. We can see two paragraph is there. So now I want to insert another paragraph. Just copy this one and come here. What I will do is I will copy and paste, save this one and come to the browser, have a look. It seems to be like this. Now we assigned one row. It is having 3 documents. In the documents we can able to see 3 paragraphs. 1, 2, 3 paragraphs. So here the code seems to be like this. This is the process to insert one table and one row with 3 documents by using paragraphs. Now I want to take another row and I need some paragraph like this. So what I have to do is just copy this one, and what I will do is paste this one below the table. Refresh. Now we can see it seems to be like this. So we had 2 rows having 6 documents. So first row is having 3 documents and the second row is having 3 documents. This code seems to be like this. Now I want to adjust the width of this table. We had only one table having 2 rows. Each row is having 3 documents. So I want to assign width to adjust the width of this table. So let's have a look how we can do that one. Go to the table element. There we need to select width. I want to assign width as 980. Just come to the browser and refresh. See, here we can see it seems to be like this. And remember, here in this content and table document doesn't have space around this paragraph. Means each and every paragraph had 4 sides. Means top section is there, right section is there, bottom section is there, left section is there. So we have to assign some space between 4 sides for every table document. So how we can do that one? Let's have a look. Come to the table element. There we need to assign cell padding. Padding in the sense it applies some space between the documents, table documents. So what I will do is I will assign some cell padding having 10 px. So here we can adjust values as per our requirement. There is no restriction to assign only 10 pixel or whatever it may be. We depend upon our requirement. We can assign the value in this table attributes. So come to the browser and refresh here. We can see Here in this every table document, it had some space around that paragraph, top, right, bottom, left side. So this is the process to assign the space around the every paragraph. Now I want to insert some more paragraph in first row, second document. Let's have a look how it seems to be. Now what I will do is just I will copy entire paragraph element, just copy this one and I will paste, sorry, we have to insert that one in second row only. So I will select second document and I will assign this paragraph under this first paragraph in second document only. Just save this one, come to the browser, just refresh here, we can see it seems to be like this. Remember, whatever table you may assign in this HTML, what happening is it inserts content in center part only, vertical alignment having in center only. So what we have to do is we have to assign vertical alignment as a top. So there in this vertical alignment attribute, it has three properties. Let's have a look how we can do that one. So here we can see TD is an element, one of the part in table only. So here we have to assign some values. So this is the second document. What I will do is come to the first document. Here we have to assign vertical alignment. So TD is an element. For that element I have to assign V align, vertically alignment. Okay, so what I will do is I will assign top. Just save this one, come to this browser and refresh. Here we can see this first document has been aligned vertically at top position. I want to assign this one in center. So we can change this attribute table vertical alignment attribute as a center. So what I will do is I modified that attribute value, save that one and refresh here. We can see this content seems to be in vertically alignment center. So I want to change this one as end, BOTTOM bottom. So just save this one. Here we can see it seems to be like this. So in this scenario we can assign any kind of vertical alignment attribute to document only. Okay, so this is the process how we can assign and how we can modify the width of the table and how we can take the rows and document everything. Thank you. In this session I would like to tell you about root folder. So what is root folder? First we would learn about what is root folder. So here in this root folder, for every website we need to create one root folder, because of in that website we can able to see pages will be there, in that website we can able to see images will be there, in that website we can able to see JavaScript files, in that website we can see CSS files, etc., etc. Whatever we are seeing in that website, we have to put all these files in that folder only. So that is a root folder. For every website we need to create a new root folder for that website. For example, come to this session, have a look. For this website I created this folder. This is a separate website. For that website only I created this root folder. Have a look, it is having some pages, it is having some assets. In that assets you can see vendors will be there, and this is the bootstrap files is there, and PHP files is there, and even you can see CSS files also be there, and here you can see some forms related files also be there, because this website carries all files in one folder is known as a root folder. For example, we can say the preview of this website. Just to open that index page, here we can see the landing page seems to be like this. Here it is having colors, here it is having content, images, here it is having some loading animations and JavaScript related file formats. Everything renders in this browser between the every every content is getting some links, so that whatever we designed by using different kinds of images, pages, scripting files, all the files will render in our browser only. Whatever content we want to insert in this website, we have to use and we have to put all those files in one folder, is a root folder. That is, for every website we have to create a new root folder. I will show you about how to create root folder for our project. Let's have a look. So first of all, I will take a new folder by hitting right click and select new folder. This is our root folder. So I will give demo.com only. So I took my root folder. So whatever files you want to insert for this website, you have to save all the files in this folder only. Whatever pages, whatever JavaScript files, whatever CSS files, whatever images do you want to insert for this website, you have to put all those files in this folder only. So let's see how we can assign root folder for our code editor. So just open our code editor. Here you can see our code editor seems to be like this. So now I would like to insert our root folder in our code editor. So go to in my Sublime text editor. I will open sidebar. Okay, just I will open my folder also. Go to open folder and select whatever folder we had. So I will select this root folder in our system. So come to this section and I will select my folder, root folder. Just open that folder. Here we can see new Sublime text editor software has been opened. So from now onwards, you can create a number of pages for your website. You can put all your files, JavaScript, CSS files in your root folder only. Whatever modification, whatever coding you may assign in this code editor, it will save in this root folder only. This is the root folder, and this is the process to create new root folder. In this session, I would like to tell you about how to create linking by using HTML tags. Either it may be page linking or it may be third party linking, whatever it may be. We can assign one HTML ahref tag to make the linking. Let's have a look how we can do that one. Just open the code editor. There I assigned some paragraph. So here I would like to assign some linking for this content. So totally I will change as Google text. I will insert this Google word. So if I hit this Google, I want to open another page in a new tab. Let's have a look how it seems to be. First we will see how the result seems to be, but we couldn't inserted that dummy ahref link to this any word or any text, any paragraph. So here we can see, just refresh this one. Here we can see our paragraph seems to be like this. There in this paragraph we can find Google is there. I want to insert one link to this Google word only. How we can insert linking to that Google word? Let's have a look. So come to the Google word. Just I will put ahref equal to, I will assign, we have to insert link in between quotations only. So how we can insert? Let's have a look. Before that I will close this ahref tag. So come here, and what I will do is I will save this one. Before this quotates, I couldn't inserted any content. So let's have a look and refresh this one. So see, here it seems to be like this. So here after cursor over that word, we can see that the hand symbol is, so that here we couldn't assign any link. So here we can find there is a dummy link. We can assign that one also. It seems to be like this. The hash is our dummy link. After assigning the ahref tag, so we can see that the color has been changed, and even we can find underline is there. After hitting this one, what will happening is nothing will happen. For dummy purpose only, we inserted this dummy link. So I want to insert another external link in this quotation area. For that, what I did, just I opened this google.com, copy this one and come to the code editor. There we have to paste in between the ahref quotations. Just paste that one. Now we can see it seems to be https colon backslash www google.com backslash. So just to save this one, so now we inserted external link. So here we can see this is a paragraph. In this paragraph only we inserted one linking, seems to be like this. So come to our output and refresh here, and we can see after hitting this Google, we can see Google page has been loaded in that same page only. So I want to open this Google link, Google page, not only in this page, I want to open that Google in external tab. For that we have to assign another attributes tag is there, attribute is there. The attribute name is target. I will assign new. So we have to assign target is equal to new. Just to save this one. So what happening is, come to the browser and refresh. Here we can see Google is there. After hitting this Google, just have a look, we can able to see another page has been opened in separate tab. So that this is the process to assign navigation to open external link. If I want to open another page, we can insert that page also. Before that we need to create one root folder, there only we need to insert that page also. So now I will create another page, assign links. Just hit on this one, take new file, there we have to save this one, save this one. So here we can see this is page linking section. I will insert hello. So whatever page we would like to save, we have to save that one as HTML. So I save that file as HTML. So here we couldn't see nothing. Here we have to assign some basic HTML structure, and I will assign some name as hello. So now I will assign some text like h1. Here we can see this is hello. So this is a hello page. So if I hit this navigation, if I insert anchor tag, so that page should be open. So what I will do is I will insert that text as hello. I would like to insert anchor tag to this word only. So just what I will do is I will insert href equal to open close quotations, and I will close this tag end of that word. Just save this one. So now we have to assign that page linking. So come to the href is equal to in between open and close tags, we have to assign hello.html. Remember, whatever page you would like to open, we must insert the extension of that page also. This is the page name and this is the page extension. So that we have to insert both of them. So that I will save this one. What I will do, just open the browser, just refresh here. Here we can see hello is there. If I hit this one, what will happen? Just hit this one, hello page has been loaded. Even if I want to go back, just hit on that back button. So here we can see page linking is our page name having an HTML, and if I hit this hello, we can see hello page has been loaded. So because we couldn't inserted any target attribute in this HTML, so that in this tab only we can open this page, hello page, and even if you hit on this back, we can see that main page also having in same browser. Okay, if we inserted any target attribute in this href HTML tag, it automatically opens another browser. Seems to be like this. This is the process to assign linking by using a href HTML tag.